Okay. Hello everyone. Hollow here. Listen, the formatting right now is kind of fucking with me. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Mainly because I've never done a video like this before and the music's really, like, disorienting right now. Because I'm trying to gather my thoughts and that goddamn alarm ringer's hitting me like a fat bitch hits a Waffle House right now. So it's just like I'm trying to, like, really gather my shit together. But, you know. Okay. So, like I was saying before, or like I was trying to say before, I'm not gonna be focusing on Sonic, despite the fact that, you know, I'm playing Sonic, but reason for that being that I'm bad at video formatting. Like, I don't really know, like, you know, I mainly just record gameplays off my PlayStation and just upload it on here, which is what I've been mainly doing for the most bit. But I guess for now, at the very least, what I will do is talk about Persona, which, you know, the title clearly is going to reflect that, but it's going to take me a minute to actually say, hey, we're doing Persona. So as a response to that, we're going to talk about the third semester of Persona 5. And as such, you know, third semester of Persona 5, it's just genuinely fucking greatness. So, you know, I'm just trying to do something just to fill the time gaps and all that. So, you know, 2 minutes in, hopefully I'm not yapping too much, but, Goro Akechi is the fucking GOAT. Like, indisputable GOAT. And to preface this, right? Because I'm gonna start off by saying this, because, you know, just in case this actually does well, even if it doesn't, I'm gonna keep making videos like these, because I have a lot of thoughts that I keep in my head that I talk to myself about in regards to a lot of, like, shows, animes, manga that I read, like, and all that, you know. Read God of High School, it's fucking peak. Anyways, I'm going to talk about that in another segment, another video, some other time, you know. This is mainly just so I can externalize my thoughts about things that I like, because getting to, you know, my TikTok, in case you don't know, my TikTok, I'm probably going to link it in the description below if you want to check that out. But in my TikToks, a lot of the times, I used to post a lot of God of High School related stuff, slander, covering fights and all that. Didn't really use my voice in any of them. I still don't plan on doing that, you know. Mainly I'll, like, post blog here and there. Mainly it's just my clips right now, but for the most part, I really should have said this first, but back on topic. Goro Akechi is one of the greatest characters Persona has produced in my honest opinion, right? And that's just to say that his character is just one of the best written I've seen in a very long time. Just, I want to say he plays into the themes of Persona 5. He clearly does, you know. The whole theme of rebellion, escaping control. He plays into that. And he plays it not only, like, before Maruki, he does it post Maruki as well. And, you know, just in case the audio is just too loud, I'm gonna lower this. For anybody that cares, or, you know, doesn't give a fuck, they do give a fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. But, in any case, it's just like his character of wearing, like, a fake mask, fake persona. He masks himself so well. Nigga, fuck you. And just to, like, ultimately, and, like, really, like, I'm like running on senses right now. Sorry for that. But genuinely, like, Dr. Maruki, an amazing character. Akechi, an amazing character. Sumire, amazing characters all around. And truly, I like genuinely, I enjoyed the third semester. It sucks that I could not stream it. I personally felt like a strange sympathy with Dr. Maruki's actions. And to talk about the endings of this game, specifically, like, you know, anything regarding third semester, if the theme of rebellion and escape and control and fighting against society as we know it wasn't like so prominent throughout the entire game, I would have seen no wrong in what Dr. Maruki was doing. I personally would not have. I don't think, I think a lot of the time, right? I think for the large, like, fact of the matter is, I don't think anybody would really fight against Maruki's, like, ideal or goal, if we're putting it realistically, because I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm not, you know, the strongest willed person on planet Earth that's gonna say, sure, that's something I would definitely fight against. I would not. I sympathize with Maruki. I agree with Maruki's actions. And another reason as to why I agree with that is because I don't think he's a bad person either. Is his actions inherently bad? No. Are his actions inherently evil? No. They're not evil. Can they lead up to bad things? No, but ultimately in the end, for the individual themselves, it will be good. Right? For the individual themselves, whatever Maruki does is good to them. It's justified. I truly think, you know, and it's not even an opinion, it's a genuine fact. What he's doing is good. They even say that multiple times. It's like, Maruki's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. His dreams, his ideals, his ambitions were everything good-hearted, and I personally think that Maruki is the best out of the three games. Maruki takes the spot as the best villain. Point blank, period. He's amazing all around. He opposes everything we've thematically fought against, just like Adachi does, but Adachi's more like a petty case in this sense. Because, you know, people are going to say, oh, you didn't, like, properly understand the game if you think no, Adachi's, he's a fucking chud. Okay? He's just a chud. All around, he is just a chud. He's just a dude that was just angry with his entire life, took that out on everybody. You know, maybe there's more nuance to him in other pieces of media that I haven't explored. I'll get to it in my own time, but frankly, I'm kind of burnt out, and I have to start Final Fantasy starting November, so I gotta get on that too. But after that, after like the discussion of Maruki, we can move on to the topic of Sumire, or Kasumi, whichever way you want to do it. She does it all the best, and I'm gonna try to find another level to play. Probably like Crisis City, because Crisis City is a fire level, all around. And like the whole first part of the third semester, we had to really fight against Sumire. And the fact that she was like, oh, let me live as Kasumi. This is what I want. And I don't blame her for that. I truly do not blame her for trying to live as Maruki. Holy shit, did you just see that? Crazy clutch. I don't blame her for wanting to live as Kasumi. Because I could reiterate the point of saying Maruki did nothing wrong over and over. But you know, If I did that, that would be a run-on sentence, and no one's here for that. I don't know what you guys are here for anyways. You know, this probably won't even reach a lot of people. Hopefully it does. Then again, if it doesn't, it really doesn't matter to me. I just like uploading YouTube. I like the small community I have, the people in my Discord, the people who made me a Discord, you know. Some of them left, some of them didn't, you know. I'll take the blame on that because, you know, I slacked. High key, genuinely, I slacked. But I guess I could talk about those three because, you know, they make up the third semester. The Kasumi, Akechi, Maruki, like, they make up the third semester, and I could talk about them forever if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to. You know? Oh, hello? That was clutch. You know, I could just, you know, say, oh, Akechi's goated. He is. We know this. Like, there's no need for me to bring this up. I guess, out of my whole, like, looking back on the, like, playing Persona for, like, almost half a year. Like, I played Persona for, like, half a year, and it's, like, ridiculous how I was able to, like, really run on and on and on about it. You know, but despite that, if I really had to, like, give my thoughts on it, Persona 3 has the weakest cast in, you know what? That's fair. The game, Sega, you punished me for saying Persona 3 was the worst. I understand that. But it's true. Personally, Persona 3 is the weakest out of all of them. I feel like the story was amazing. The cast, really? I feel like I feel like they really did have the weakest cast. All in all. Like, I truly do think they had the weakest cast out of my entire playthrough. So, I'm sorry, I'm like kind of locked in right now. I don't know why I chose this to be my method of how I was going to go about this. But, you know, Persona 3, and you know, I say this a lot while I was playing Persona 5. I was like, man, I really miss playing Persona 4 right now, and I do. I missed playing Persona 4. And to me, that was because Persona 4 were like really was like it was like the perfect blend of everything that went into the game. Like, like genuinely, Persona 4 felt so beautiful to me. Like, how long is this? It's been 50 minutes roughly? Okay. It's not the worst. Like, I feel like Persona 4, like, really had the best, like, all around, like, the story was good. The theme of pursuing the truth no matter the cost, it was just the best to me. They stuck by that theme perfectly almost on every corner except for like the romance thing where like it really, and even then that doesn't betray the theme either. It just shows how much they mean to you emotionally that they're able to, you know, hide from the truth just because they love you that much, and that whole aspect is insane. So, you know, there's that part, and it sucks that I don't have a script because I'm sort of just running my words along, reiterating, you know, what I've already said like 15 minutes ago. You know, my thoughts are really scrambled right now, and it's like if I had somebody to talk to about this, it would help me get my things along a lot better than opposed to having just talking to a Sonic screen where I'm jumping around doing bullshit. But a lot of it, it felt really well paced, you know? Because, dude, in Persona 3, nothing really happened until, like, the halfway point of the game. Like, it really felt like there was nothing going on. Truly. We had a mystery that was getting solved once a month. Meanwhile, you know, you have the same format happen with every other thing. But, you know, devil's advocate, it felt like there was more going on to the mystery. You know? But I feel like I really do feel like Persona 3 had like a lot more space to just kind of fuck around and just do their own thing. Because once you get to 4, you kind of just get used to the whole shadow thing. Like, you know what shadows are, you know what everything is. And for Persona 3 being my first introduction, I'm glad I have this knowledge. It follows a different format. My biggest issue is the teams within Persona 3, they aren't strong at all. I don't think Junpei is exactly the best bro character. I think Yosuke is the best bro. Oh. I think Yosuke is personally the best character coming out of the game. Am I going backwards? I think I am. Huh. I truly think Yosuke Hanamura is, you know, the best sort of sidekick character, with Junpei being in 3rd place. And no, don't boil this down to our reading comprehension thing. It's just like, I genuinely think Ryuji and fuck you, even if it is a reading comprehension thing, I enjoy Ryuji and Yosuke way more. I felt like they were funnier. I felt like they were more alive in a sense. You get it? Like we get it. Junpei wanted to be the man. You know, we get it. Like, inferiority, all that other things. He wanted to be special. Am I on a car? I've never done this before. Hold on. I'm on a fucking car, dude. I'm on a fucking car, dude. Hold on. If you wanna know how we live in Tokyo, if you see it, then you mean it, then you know you have to go. Off their radio. Yeah. Off their radio. That was fire as shit. But sticking to the video topic at hand, which I'm trying to abide by. Persona 4 is my favorite game out of the 3. Persona 3 is the weakest game out of the 3. Persona 5, you do your thing, and I'm in water. I truly, like, true to heart, I really do think Persona 4 hit every check for me. It had amazing characters. It was just a cool game all around. And the voice acting was superb. Shout out Robbie Draymond as Akechi, because him playing this level's over already. Shout out Robbie Draymond as Akechi, because he blew it out of the water. Is this a new record? It's not, okay. Robbie Draymond did his thing, but Persona 4 cast was stacked with just S-tier voice actors. Like, you have Johnny Young Bosch, you have Yuri Lowenthal, Laura Bailey, like Troy Baker. I don't know the names of the voice actors for Chie and Yukiko, but they were amazing. The voice actor for Marie, like Johnny Young Bosch has Adachi and Narukami. like they hit it out of the park overall. Like there's not much else to be said about this other than the fact that, like, no, I don't care for Vector the Investigator. It just floats off screen. Cool. Just does that, I guess. And there's no music playing here either. But, you know, that's really my thought on everything so far. It's everything I can really bring together regarding Persona. You know, I'm not done. I still have to do the episode Aegis, Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 4 Arena. You know, there's so much to do even still, but I feel like that's the best I can do, not having a script to read off of, and I'm not gonna make one, because that's not happening. But 21 minutes of yap, I think that's good enough to work with. You know, I'm always down to talk regarding my favorite mangas or just anime that I'm like gonna watch. Okay, I'm done.